binoculars, and what do I see? Jersey Devil, Chupacabra, half a dozen Yeti. But no matter, baby, what I do, I can't seem to find you.
Welcome to Featured Creatures.
I am Alan.
I'm Alex.
I'm Garrett.
You know, I keep meaning to introduce myself as R.L. Stein, and I keep forgetting.
Real Long Stein.
Yep. His name is like Robert Louise, quote, real long, end quote, Stein.
Do you know what his Simpsons name is?
What?
R.L. Spine. Get it spookier because it's a skeletal part.
But it would be like AAAH, like R.L. Stein, you know.
It just keeps on giving.
Maybe like Hell Stein. There we go. That's what his Simpsons tombstone name would be.
Hell Spine.
I fright the Goosebumps books. Yeah, that's it. We got it. But yeah, only because I feel like I could do that impression better. That's why I keep meaning to introduce myself that way.
I didn't even know that he has a existence.
R.L. Stein?
Well, I mean, I know he's a person, but he's a person behind the books. He's impressionable.
I mean, I love the Goosebumps books. But yeah, like the first couple of episodes of that show, he just like the way he introduces himself.
Oh, that's actually him. Okay.
Yes, that is him, not an impersonator.
I just thought that
he's also in the movie.
Just some surly guy who hates
at
Stein.
the end of the first Jack Black R.L. Stein or Goosebumps movie.
It's an R.L. Stein biopic.
Yeah, it's exactly a biopic.
It's a true life story.
R.L. Stein has a cameo at the end playing the music teacher, and Jack Black is playing the English teacher that is R.L. Stein.
Got it.
Yep.
And he wouldn't know the first thing about Kurt Vonnegut.
Okay.
Sorry. But you know, Rodney Dangerfield. We're referencing everything here today.
That Goosebumps theme song is fucking rocking, though.
All I can hear in my head right now.
Dog barking?
No.
Because that's all that goes in my head.
See, now I hear that. But I was hearing the like Beetlejuice song, but the cartoon version of the Beetlejuice theme song.
Because for some reason where I went to.
No, if there's ever a quiet second in my life, in the back of my mind, I hear those dogs barking. That theme song co-written by DMX.
Wow.
Impressive.
I mean, not
because dogs bark.
Because dogs bark.
I know.
There's still that song.
There's still time.
There's still that song on the fucking South Park Chef Aid album with Ozzy Osbourne, ODB, and DMX.
What a time the late 90s were.
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, I've kind of a hot take on Phil Collins. I actually generally, I guess I shouldn't say generally, but I think I like Genesis better, like right after, and then there were three. When it's like Phil Collins Genesis, not so much Peter Gabriel Genesis.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good contributor. Like that Brian Eno album rules, but he just sucks at being the forefront.
I mean,
happen.
I really like The Duke. I guess just called Duke. But like, I think that's my favorite Genesis album. A close second is Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, but I think Genesis was always like really poppy anyway. So like anytime they're not that, it just feels self-indulgent. So like Lamb has a tendency of getting kind of like
is that the nerd alert?
I left that on because I'm expecting a call from the mechanic.
Auto mechanic.
But
we'll stop with the prog, I promise.
Is your auto mechanic also a wrestler, Garrett?
No.
Is that the world we live in?
I'm going to mute notifications for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anytime Genesis is trying to be like Gentle Giant or something, I'm just like, style it back, guys. Style it back. Don't get so nuts, all right?
Yeah, it's not you. You're one step up from theater.
One step above it.
It's true. I mean, it's not knocking. Theater's cool.
Oh, shit.
Theater kids should not have bands.
Thank God my phone went off, because I wouldn't have remembered. I actually had time at work to do something.
Whoa, well,
and by that I mean I got a sheet of paper in at work, and I'm like, what are they going to do? Fire me? So I wrote up a...
I thought you were going to be like, I was like, oh.
I
That
wrote-
sheet was my pink slip. I was like, oh.
I wrote up a tipsy tree feller tale.
Like your own? You
No.
wrote your own?
You know how I do my fucking notes, bitch?
Well, I mean, like, yeah,
Whoa.
but I didn't know if you like created your own legend.
No.
I mean, but if
And-
you did create your own legend, what would it be called?
I don't know. Oh,
Okay,
we actually
then.
kind of did in
We
middle
did?
school.
Oh, okay, I was like, like us collectively.
No. There's a the street I lived on in
Mhm.
Green Valley was Calle Hermosa,
Okay,
and a bunch of us were seeing some weird shit.
you lived on the beautiful street.
We were seeing a bunch of like a weird animal that was like around our houses,
Uh
and it was probably just a bear.
huh. Okay.
Like realistically, it was probably just a bear. We called it the Hermosa Beast.
All right.
And Garrett and all of his friends ran to the nearest packet that was the phone booth and called the animal control.
Nope.
But that was not true because they only had 2 pages. And how big was your phone book?
The phone book was like only like maybe 80 pages,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of it was ads.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a packet. How you described
And no, it's like a math workbook you'd give to a third grader.
Oh,
Makes
okay,
sense.
yeah.
It's
Not that
really
huge.
next time I go to my grandma's house, I'll take a picture.
So it's all the good bits
pages
you
are
need.
perforated so you can tear them out.
No, it's not like that.
I see.
It's just about the same size.
Ah.
So today's tipsy tree feller tale is my favorite that I really wanted to do for a while. The Pacific Northwest tree octopus.
Nice.
Yeah.
And unlike all the other ones, this is still under Fearsome Critters for some reason.
Huh.
Even though it's not made by drunk lumberjacks.
All right.
Its Latin name is Octopus pax arbolis,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. also known as the whip-tailed tree octopus.
Whip-tailed tree octopus.
So one of those is not a leg; it's a tail.
It's not to be confused with the tailless whip octopus.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So its habitat is the Olympic National Forest in Washington, specifically on the east side of the Olympic mountain range. So it looks like your standard octopus. It's about 30 to 35 centimeters. It is amphibious. It spends its early life in the waters, and it returns to the water to mate, like salmon swimming upstream too.
Okay, so it just leaves the water for a while and is like, I'm living in a tree now.
Yep, their skin is adapted to absorb moisture from the air.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Washington's kind of a rainforest legally anyway.
Yeah,
so
it is a
it
rainforest.
just absorbs all that.
It's a temperate rainforest.
Deciduous.
Yeah.
This is a tempestuous octopi.
The Pacific Northwest tree octopus has the largest brain-to-body ratio for any mollusk.
Good.
So you're saying, I just want to make sure I understand this. We have specimens of these bad boys, like from which to examine the brain.
They use their many arms to navigate the treetops, and they navigate by sight and touch, because
Okay.
they have eyesight comparable to humans.
That's a powerful octopus.
Their food sources are frogs, rodents, and eggs from bird nests.
That also makes sense.
Let's see. Their skin changes colors based on, like, feeling or emotion.
Uh-huh.
Red for aggression,
Mm-hmm.
white for fear, and they are normally a mottled brown color.
What color they turn when they get turned on?
Green.
Like me. All right. She's blended with the trees.
Nah,
I
man,
guess.
just like the green M&Ms that make you all horny.
Whoa, okay. That
Is that what these are made of?
Green M&Ms are made of Pacific Northwest tree octopus secretions.
I
So they
feel
get the
bad
flavoring
eating
for it.
all of them, but I need to eat all of them. But
How else will you feel horny?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the game. You know, you want to feel good, you gotta kill a majestic animal and powderize it.
So-
good God.
They're natural predators.
Man, obviously.
Their natural
Number
predators
one.
are the bald eagle and Sasquatch.
Nice.
Oh.
That's really up there. How do you top like, because those are some upper mid card, natural predators.
I mean, that is the national bird and basically the national cryptid. So
you throw
that's top tier.
you throw in, a male lion and a great white shark. Those are the greatest predators ever.
And then they have one unnatural predator. And by
Really?
that, I mean an invasive species that hunts them.
Really.
Domesticated house cats.
Oh,
This is one of my favorite things I've ever heard.
So they're just powderizing these guys too?
So here's the theory on them. It is a straight up 100% hoax.
Well, yeah.
Like, but the website for it is super detailed. Like, I didn't even scratch the surface.
It's like the best
because I
hoax
didn't want to
ever
spend an
perpetrated.
entire episode on just it.
I mean, we could have.
I'd rather have people go to the website. But the hoax was started on in 1998 by Lyle Zapato.
Okay.
And now it is used as a learning tool for internet literacy classes.
Interesting.
So kids can learn what is a lie online or not.
Makes
And
sense.
they can get the biggest brain to body mass possible.
And this motherfucking thing, the last study from 2017, Dutch study showed that only 7% of students thought the website was a hoax.
Interesting.
Earlier, like the first few classes they did it with, like 100% thought it was real.
I mean, it's almost like if you present information like well and in like a professional manner, like people will believe it.
One of
Just
the
like my Wikipedia page.
Who would've thought?
yes, one of the reasons that people thought one of the reasons they think people think it's real is because it's talking. There's a whole section on how it's endangered because roadways and houses block its way to the waterway, so they can't breed anymore, and it's just tugs at heartstrings.
So it's like it's a convincing lie.
It's super good.
Wow, yeah, it's like who would have thought?
Yeah,
I don't know why this is like really unsurprising to me. That it, like, I don't know what you could hope to learn from like. It's like, see, I fooled you. I went to all these lengths and I did this thing really
now
well.
it's just used to teach kids how to like.
I
It
mean,
may
I
be
guess.
convincing, but it's still like.
I guess
You can
I
still
don't know.
use context clues to figure out it's not real.
You know what this means? We got to clone a tree octopus. We got to make it real.
We have the Appalachian mud squid.
See that was gonna be. I was gonna go that route, but now I don't know. I'm more mad.
So
at
I also remember how to
elaborate
build
lies.
a catapult from Boy Scouts. We just launched some of these octopi in
into
there.
trees.
Yeah.
these trebuchet.
There's so many pictures of people that put octopus in trees.
Wow.
The website is zapatopi.net, zapatopi.net/tree octopus. It's super convincing and it's really good.
Interesting.
I think they also talk about the wild haggis.
nice.
Check out those.
And all these evolved from the spaghetti that grows on trees.
That's fucking real, man.
Maybe I stepped too far. Next subject.
It's just like an exploded spaghetti squash. That's the new thing. Kids are throwing spaghetti squash at trees and taking photos.
They're
of
just
it.
squashing, man. That's it for the Tipsy Tree Feller tale.
Okay. So what's next?
We get to feature in some creatures.
All right. So who's featuring the creature in?
I mean, me, like always.
But I mean, like, which creature is it?
Today, we go to Scotland for Am Fear Liath Mor.
Okay, so Lamia didn't win. All right.
No, that's vote still happening. That
Okay.
vote should have ended.
I thought
You know what?
that
That
was
vote
for
should have
today.
ended an hour ago.
That's why I brought up all that Genesis stuff earlier. It was a great segue.
Let me,
I was going to bring it up later.
Let me check what won that current vote. Oh, okay. So Lamia, Striga, and Man-Eating Lotus of Nubia are tied. So
God,
we get to
come on.
pick.
Okay.
You set it up for us. I guess you got it.
You want us to do Lamia?
I mean, we can.
That's fine. My vote was for Striga.
It's a cool name.
What about you, Alan?
Indifferent.
So Lamia.
Okay, Lamia it is.
I'll get Striga eventually.
Okay.
I'm not really indifferent. I just can't decide. It's going for the pass.
Pass. Okay.
You'll come back to me.
So Am Fear Liath Mor,
Mhm.
also known as the Big Gray Man of Ben Macdui.
That's
or
quite a name.
Dewey. I don't know. Dhui.
I don't know. I don't actually speak Gaelic.
Yeah.
Well,
It's all, or
Scotch
you can just
Gaelic.
call it the Gray Man.
We'll go with that.
And
AYEY.
Wait, the Gray Man, isn't that Liam Neeson?
no, he's the man in the gray.
Okay, I see.
Am Fear Liath Mor is Scottish Gaelic for Big Gray Man.
Okay.
Habitat. Ben Macdui. The highest peak of the Carngang.
I need to learn Scotch Gaelic.
The highest peak of the Cairngorms. It's a mountain range. It's also the second highest peak in Scotland.
Wow.
It's a humanoid, at least 8 feet tall, covered in short gray hair. It's got long arms and broad shoulders.
Like down to its knees, long arms?
Probably.
Whoa.
Like fucking Devimon long arms.
Yeah, basically. Well, he's got long fingers. He has long arms too, but he's got long fingers.
He's got them yowie hands.
He's like hands go for too long and then fingers go for way too long.
Many times, witnesses don't even see it.
Oh, that's why he's great, 'cause he's boring.
So, can you even call them witnesses?
Not their fault he's boring. No one likes him.
But they do hear its loud footsteps. More frequently, the gray man is encountered in physical sensation,
Okay.
not in physical form.
So people just like sense it.
He just
Pretty
feels
much.
awkward.
Like Empire
He's just
Strikes
gray.
Back style. It's just like
Yeah, pretty much.
Middle of the road.
So, for example, they'll see vast dark blurs when they observe the sky.
so he's just like friggin' teleporting just like
Bamf,
around.
bamf, bamf.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking.
Coming around at this
Except
guy.
more
maybe.
like
maybe I
a
him.
Masatsu, like Akuma, kind of like
Yeah. They also just hear odd crunching noises.
okay.
Footsteps echoing behind them, like starting at equal pace with theirs and then getting faster.
So like an echo.
Yeah, except for when they get faster, it's out of timing.
All right.
And just to chill up the spine, as well as a cold grip on their body.
So like they're describing fear.
Yes.
I
That's its first name, man.
guess that
Fear.
makes sense.
There is also high-pitched humming that they hear. Am Fear Liath Mor also has impressive psychic powers.
He's
People
kind of like a jack of all trades monster. Just doing a lot.
I know.
He's like invisible, teleports around, emotional manipulation powers.
But like he's not real, so he's just in your mind, and everyone just has to get over their fears.
The bun is in your mind.
You see, what I'm thinking is it's just like a weird, like more evolved atmospheric beast.
Nah, this guy just sounds like my anxiety of going in that library. He's within the mind.
We're hearing some crunching noises.
Always,
and
I can't stand it.
some loud humming.
Someone's always eating a bag of lettuce behind me. Someone's walking faster and slower. They're all doing it just to mess with me. It's all a conspiracy against me.
So people visiting Ben McDoy report an overwhelming negative energy, commonly described as acute fear, apprehension, and overwhelming panic,
It's just positively like Seattle-esque.
leading to suicidal thoughts.
Yeah, there we go. Positively
locked it there.
Seattle-esque. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Or fleeing the area while being followed by footsteps.
How big is this area?
It's a big mountain range. They also hear incomprehensible voices, which is probably just it speaking Gaelic.
Makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Come,
He's just saying suicide is not the answer. Don't do it. Don't do it. And they're like, I'm gonna jump off this cliff. So help me.
its less common effects are extreme lethargy and despondence, which is
this friggin' monster.
an average fucking Wednesday afternoon for me.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
see, I think
I
everyone just
can-
needs to get over the fact that they're very depressed. This doesn't sound real. This sounds pretty normal.
Next time I'm having a depressive episode, I'm just going to say
You got a case of the Ben McDoys.
No, I just got a fucking Am Fear Liath Mor following me around.
It's interesting. I've heard of monsters, cooked up to explain volcanoes and storms, and
But not to
the
explain
ocean.
depression.
but not depression, not extreme depressive symptoms.
It normally stalks its victims until they notice it, and then it chases them. There are some physical sightings, but most of it is emotional sightings.
Interesting.
And here, speaking of sightings, references of this creature date back to the 13th century,
Wow.
but none of the written reports on it are from before the 1900s.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go with the first one first. I'm going to go with the most well-known one. A climber, J. Norman Colley, who is a composer, I think. I had his Wikipedia page up. He's got his own Wikipedia page.
Wow, okay. This is a big deal.
He was I can't remember what he did. He was either a doctor or a composer, but he was also a mountaineer. So he knows his shit when he's around a mountain.
Yeah.
He reported hearing one loud crunch for each 2 or 3 steps he took. The crunching footsteps kept getting closer. When the fear took him, he just sprinted away. Here's a quote from Colley. Oh, shit. Almost knocked my phone off the couch. That's the quote from Colley.
Interesting.
No, here's the quote from Colley.
Whoa, loud crunch.
As the eerie crunch sounded behind me, I was... God damn it, my writing. I was seized with terror and took to my heels, staggering blindly among the boulders for 4 or 5 miles. That's it.
4 or 5 miles.
You just fucking
took off.
bolted for 4 or 5 miles.
It's quite a ways to run.
I'm wondering why you put it in miles.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh.
Okay, so 1904. Hugh D. Welsh heard unexplained footsteps and had a feeling of apprehension. 1945. Mountaineer and rescue workers heard a crunching noise and was overcome by apprehension.
Heard a crunching noise, got scared.
1948. Richard Frere, F-R-E-R-E, wrote about his experience. Quote, a presence, utterly abstract, but immensely real.
He was so startled.
And then, 1958, an encounter was published in The Scots magazine by naturalist Alexander Tunion. And I have that on my phone for Shefton to read.
Okay, that means it's a long one.
No,
Okay.
I can't remember if it's long or not. It was too long for me to decide to write down, so... not that big, but too big to fit on this. I was running out of room.
I see. Oh, yeah, it's almost the phone handoff. You ready? Should I just read it now?
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. In October 1943, I spent a 10-day leave climbing alone in the Cairngorms. One afternoon, just as I reached the summit of Cairn Ben Macdui, mist swirled across the Lyrig Guru and enveloped the mountain. The atmosphere became dark and oppressive. A fierce, bitter wind whisked among the boulders, and an odd sound echoed through the mist. A loud footstep, it seemed. Then another, and another. A strange shape loomed up, receded, came charging at me. Without hesitation, I whipped out the revolver and fired 3 times at the figure. When it still came on, I turned and hared down the path, reaching Glendeary in a time that I've never bettered. You may ask, was it really the Fear Liath Mor? Frankly, I think it was. Wow.
Cool. You can set it on the couch.
Quite a tale.
So this guy's to blame for all that depressing Scottish music?
No, only if the music comes from mountaineers. Scotland's to blame for all the depressing Scottish music.
Okay. I was like, I do enjoy Cocktail Twins. Maybe he's a national hero.
So there are some theories.
Okay.
Shut your fucking faces, both of you.
Uh,
I heard it in your minds. So the first theory is...
No, you didn't. I just realized what that was.
Same, honestly.
I'm just enthralled.
Honestly,
by how
I wouldn't have
creature
thought
is.
anything unless you just said something.
I guess you guys have broken me.
No, this thing has broken me.
So
It's too real.
I agree.
first theory is it may be a relative to Sasquatch.
Hold on.
Saska what?
Saskatch. There we go. I was gonna say Scotch Squatch.
Oh, Scott Squat. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
But I like Sasquatch better.
Or illusions or hallucinations
Uh-huh.
due to just mountain life.
Okay.
Or my favorite one, and I think Alan will like this one too. Infrasound.
Oh.
Infrasound can be generated by wind, and it causes a feeling of unease and anxiety.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's that fear noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just all those weird different sounds racketing through the mountain rocks.
And I could not find shit for pop culture.
Interesting.
But I would really like that infrasound, which I think we're going to be getting that a lot more.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
It was just the wind.
That's terrifying.
I'm surprised there's no like, it was aliens. It's a visitor from another dimension sent to warn us.
Maybe if it was in another part of the UK.
Maybe, I guess. Or the Scots are just like, we
But that...
don't have aliens
So,
here.
can Am Fear Liath Mor kill a hippo?
Well,
Yes.
I mean-
unfortunately, anything.
Can it kill anything is my question.
Yes.
It
I mean,
makes
okay,
people,
I was
it
gonna
makes
say
people
indirectly.
suicidal.
So,
But
I
how would
mean,
a hippo commit suicide?
just open
Well,
its
just
jaw so
challenge
wide
another
that it
hippo,
swallows
like
itself?
end me. It
Yeah.
knows when it's gonna lose.
But it's a one-on-one, so it can't. There's no other hippo for it to fight.
Well, I mean,
we assume it
he
exists,
just
you know,
not plug his
somewhere.
ears and nose and mouth.
He eventually just stopped thinking, car style.
So yes, but because the hippo stops being sentient or conscious.
That's how it beats. That is some JoJo shenanigans right there.
All right.
Oh, like I stopped thinking, so it just like stalemate. Because like the hippo can't kill the thing because it's
Amphier.
like it's intangible. you know?
Nothing said it's intangible.
No, he's just.
I mean,
It's just always just out of sight in the
well,
fog.
but see, but that's what I mean. Like it can never get to it. So
I'm
it's
sure
just,
it
you
could.
know,
Oh, it could. I mean,
Mm.
they'll see the blur and they'll know. Oh, it's too late. The
This is
wave
definitely one where they neither, even if, no matter what situation, neither one would show interest in the other.
Yeah, like I said, draw.
Yeah.
It's just like
Draw. Because even no matter how much fucking PCP or speed we gave them, they would fight.
Well, it seems like just this guy being around you just makes you want to die.
Yeah, but can that get even through a hippo's thick skin?
Skin,
Like
but they're
Thick
Wha-
emotional
Ew.
skin.
they're
wacky
so quick
glues
to
up
be
its
angered.
orifice.
They're-
I've seen hippos just destroy swaths of hippo babies.
But that's out of pure emotional rage.
That's out of pure, they're in my way.
Hippos are all pathos. They just get angry about everything.
Okay, so let's go. It'll win the emotional victory.
Yeah.
It'll just drive the hippo to just start breathing underwater, and then
it just goes under. It's like I can't take it anymore.
yeah,
And it just
All right.
So, does the gray man have any hobbies or positive attributes?
just bumming people out.
It's pretty
take
cool,
up
I
knitting or
guess.
something, Gray Man. Come on.
Well, I like his style.
Yeah, I really like this thing. There's a bunch of other monsters called gray men from other parts of the world.
It's like a council, like a Gray Man.
No,
corps.
they're different kinds of things. They're not a depression aura monster.
I see. Well, but they're all united in how gray they are. So you know.
But his name suits him because you don't know. It's not just the easy black or white. It's, oh, it's gray. And that's maybe the scariest of all.
Right.
I mean, when you need a hero who's neither black nor white,
You get the gray man.
when you summon the Gray Man, exactly.
You shine the gray symbol in the sky.
And if there's a big enough threat, you need the Gray Corps. The Gray Man.
I wish I remember the Gray Lantern Corps.
I feel like it ends with whatever.
No, it ends with yeah, but I sure I might or something. I mean, my phone's over there. Whatever.
You want this?
You want this, don't you? So that is Am Fear Liath Mor.
Interesting guy. I'm not that big a fan. You guys seem to really be on this one.
I'm not on him. This is the first thing I've heard of an effective killing machine.
It's the first.
hot take. I like Atmosphere Beast better than I like this thing.
Wow.
I don't.
I like it's a rare hairy hominid that I like.
I'm just, I didn't expect this.
Is
That's
that what it is? It's like bad Wendigo.
It's like,
It is like bad Wendigo.
Because
well,
like
is it good or
Wendigo
bad?
is
It's
just
just
like.
depressing.
Well, I don't mean in that. I don't mean like morally. I mean like just ineffective. It's
Oh,
like, it's like an
Yeah, but at least
ineffective
Wendigo
Wendigo.
has an origin story.
I guess that's true. Well, because I always when I think Wendigo, I do think hairy hominid. I think like a hairy man wearing like a really big bird skull for some reason,
That's pretty good.
just like in place of its head.
That is weird.
That's what I think when I think Wendigo.
Huh.
Not the giant white Black Heart ripoff from X-Men.
Not Wendigo.
No, Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Yeah, no, I like blue, definitely. So like Beast from the X-Men, but like with a bird skull for a head. Like long black hair flowing in the wind for some reason. Even though there's no wind.
Huh.
Really big hands. Oh.
Yowie hands.
Well, I mean, no, but I mean, you're that size.
Yeah.
All right. Plug emendations.
Do me last, because I don't remember. I had something that I
All
forgot.
right.
what
You
it
were
was.
looking up something before we started. Alan?
I forgot already, but yeah, what I got, the latest thing I'm ripping off is the parallel universe where the Beatles never broke up and they had 7 albums, and one of them is called Everyday Chemistry. It's just all there. Yeah, I won't spoil it. It's a fun trip.
I watched a documentary earlier today that I forgot the name of, so I'm going on to my Amazon Prime right now. A documentary. A mockumentary. A fake documentary.
Interesting. That's the best kind.
They're my favorites. I love regular documentaries. I'll watch pretty much anything.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what I was going to play.
Okay. The History of Time Travel.
Oh, wow.
Fictional documentary about the creation of the world's first time machine, those who created, and the unintended ramification it had on world events.
Interesting.
And then directly next to it in my watch list is The Toxic Avenger.
And then all those 60s sex comedies.
Yep.
Which,
Most of them are from the 70s. I'm coming up with a theory that anything made after the 80s is straight up garbage.
Interesting.
The 90s one I watched, Bikini Academy, was just trash.
Oh, okay. Like those same kinds, like that same genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a specific time.
So, like, even the ones in the 80s are really hit and miss, but 60s and 70s ones are solid gold.
Well, is Summer School a sex comedy? No. Never mind. That's like a school comedy. Although, well, I mean, it has those elements.
Yeah, this one was really trash.
I wouldn't have thought. Okay, so what I actually want to plug is a very short documentary, and by short, it's like 28 minutes on WWE Network about a lost match between a wrestler named Tommy Mega Man McGee and Bret Hart,
the Hitman Hart.
Yes, yep. Who I guess like they thought was going to be the next Hulk Hogan. And he looks like Kenny Omega. People have been saying that it's like
he looks like the One-Winged Angel.
It's like if Kenny Omega traded his wrestling ability to Kushida for his DeLorean to travel back in time and wrestle Bret Hart. And like they're both Canadian. Like they're both from the same place.
Johnny Omega, or Kenny Omega that can't wrestle.
I mean, I don't know. Like Omega's good, but I think he works better in Japan than he will anywhere else. But anyway, it's worth checking out. Just kind of because of how interesting the idea is. And it's, I guess, was like thought to be lost forever. But Bret Hart had a tape of it.
Oh, cool.
That somebody found finally. So I thought you silenced.
I silenced 3 different chats. That means that's from an individual person.
Wow. But anyway, yeah, that's my plug. So what do you got?
I did mine.
Did you? Did Alan do
We
his?
already time traveled and
Yeah.
Did
His
Alan
was
do his? Whoa,
his was
all right.
alternate universe. Mine was
that's
the
right.
time travel documentary.
Yeah. Okay.
And yours was that. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm telling you, it's
I
not
spent-
that we like this creature, it's just that he ruins your life.
Yeah.
You're affected too, you just don't know it.
Well, I mean, it's trust me, I've definitely felt the effects.
That's why they say, you know.
It's like a nude Dementor.
Yeah, okay. But see, also like weird, like English Wendigo,
Yeah.
because that's. I mean, okay.
Whoa,
yeah,
you
no.
can't say English, people get mad.
Scottish Wendigo.
No. In the case
yeah,
of the Dementor.
Dementors are
Oh,
English.
okay.
In the case of the Dementor, literally English.
My brain's stuck on this guy. I don't like him. He's just,
No, it's okay.
He's just
I mean,
always been there, making me feel weird.
Hey,
you.
why don't you go to our Twitter? At Feacre, Feacre. And same with our Instagram. We post some new stuff. I posted some word art because what are they going to do? Fire me? Maybe. I hope not. It's not good. Like the older ones were better because I had more time. These ones are just quick scribbles. Yeah, its Instagram is featured_creatures. And if you have questions, comments, monsters you want us to do,
Complaints about our mistreatment of your culture, corrections on our uses of language.
because I have not heard any of these words said out loud before. On Twitter, or you can send us an email, featuredcreaturepod@gmail.com. And we got a new 5-star review.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you.
From a stranger or from someone we know?
My God, put me on the spot. It's from a friend.
Okay, you know what?
But a friend of the show.
Everyone who listens to the show is my friend.
That's a good point. That's the way to think about it.
It's from the friend of the show, Richard.
Oh, nice. Nice. Which one did you review?
Just the whole show.
Okay.
On iTunes.
Oh, cool.
Which is super helpful.
Yeah, good for him.
We now have 2 1-star reviews that don't have text.
They're just 1 star.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
and
super
we have
helpful. Thanks, 1
the
stars.
only other ones are all 5-star.
Wow.
I challenge you.
Don't-
Say who you are.
We need them. We need 5 stars so they see us, Alan.
I know. No, I don't care if you give 1 stars. I just want to know why.
I do.
I think I want to know
I
why.
care.
Well, I mean, I would.
I also
exactly,
want to know why.
I would want it to be
Gotta be
constructive.
Jesse Ventura all the time or not at all? Tell me. Don't
Oh
tell
man,
me. I don't
that's
care.
the new podcast. We start a beef with Jesse Ventura, and he's like, "Put me on your show. Put me on your show so I can debate this Jesse Ventura imposter."
Yes.
And then we just do it.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
would
Yes.
be
Yes.
so
Yes.
good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That would be so great.
So you're telling me there's a guy pretending to be me?
There sure is, buddy.
Well, he's got a whole lot of trouble coming his way.
I really wish I could do any wrestler impression.
I mean, just don't do a wrestler impression. Just be your own wrestler. Just get yourself out of breath.
But my own wrestler is a genetic clone of Paul Bearer.
Who's not even a wrestler.
I would
This
be,
one
though.
is a wrestler.
My
Oh,
persona
man.
would be. Because they would have added
Right.
Undertaker
they
DNA,
improved
which is
him.
already my DNA because he's my illegitimate son.
Okay, you
There
know
was a
what?
mistake in the cloning process, and some of Undertaker's DNA got in there by mistake. But so did some of Kane's.
Insanity.
They're two.
Mankind pissed in the formula.
That's exactly what happened. Not content to let their rivalry die, he decided he would let it live on within this unholy abomination.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Take
what it would
back
be.
everything I've said about Generation CRISPR. I want this to happen.
Your name's got to be like Dude Bearer or something like
No,
that.
it has to be
That's
another thing. Another like funeral related thing.
Oh, man. Okay, what do we... I mean, because you can't be the Undertaker. You can't be a pallbearer.
I can't.
Who's the guy that arranges the flowers when you die?
I mean, I was thinking you'd be like Mortician.
I was
but
thinking
like
that was my first one too, like Mortician, but
It, like Titian's your middle name.
Yeah.
Your last name is still Bearer. So you're like Mort Bearer. Sounds stupid.
I mean that's also could just be Death Bearer.
I mean, no, but that sounds too cool.
I mean
That
yeah.
sounds too metal.
The name is.
Hello, Cleveland. We are Death Bearer.
If I was shorter, the name would just be La Petite Mort.
see, but then that sounds more like you're the illegitimate son of Val Venus. You're like half French,
So
Lebowski style porn star. who
we
wrestles
also have a Patreon.
That's your gimmick. You're a podcaster who wrestles.
No, because that would just be fucking Elias, except for with podcasts instead of music.
Oof. Yeah, the whole like setup in the ring every time, mics everywhere and computers.
I get
Somebody
strangled
comes
with
out and
mic
ruins
cords by
it.
fucking angry rapping John Cena.
Yeah, makes sense.
Our Patreon, we have some bonus episodes. We're about to record a new one right after this.
Oh, that's right.
A new Lost Tapes.
A what?
Lost Tapes.
A what?
Lost Tapes.
Can we get a
Sounds like you
preview?
should
What's
get
the
in on
who's
this.
the do you know off the top of
The
your head?
episode is titled Death Raptor. And it's about the Owl Man.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All
And
right.
it's
Do you know what
following
that
some
means?
it's following like a British couple that moved to like Southern California.
Wow. Okay.
I hope they talk about Tony Doc Shields, the greatest human being to ever have lived.
I don't know about the greatest, but he's definitely
Who's better?
top. He's top 10.
Who's better?
Jeffrey
I don't
Pounds.
know. But see, here's the thing.
Is he a master of surreal alchemy?
Yes.
Surreal alchemy?
Yes.
Okay then.
Maybe
Our
Prince.
$1 tier on Patreon is you get our bonus episodes, and you'll get you get a vote on new episodes. Did I read? The phone's over there. We have a new vote out every Tuesday, around 1. The new 4 will be up, and it lasts for a week. And then our $5 tier, which we just sent out, our diplomas. You get a diploma. When you join, you get a sticker of our logo, and then every time we get new stickers, you get those new stickers sent to you for free. Or for your $5 a month, but. And we recently... Oh, you get access to our Discord server, and we recently got a new patron.
Really?
So going to thank Onyel Abraham.
Nice.
Thank you.
And we have plans for the future. Big plans.
Large plans, you might say.
If we reach our new goal, I think of $40 a month, we're going to start a website, an actual one with a store, so we can sell stuff.
So we can sell merch.
And that'll also get us started with a thing we have planned for Maha that we talked about in the last episode.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Merchandising.
Of custom-made figures.
Merchandising.
Of our monsters.
Yeah,
So
you're not going to want to miss this. I'm actually excited to pour all my money into this. I want them all.
They're
you
going to
should,
supplant Hummels, is what I think they're going to be the new thing.
Oh, God. I want my Gillman and my Wolfman to have some friends. Too bad we can't make those ones.
The Universal movie monsters.
What if we make them like troll dolls, so they're kind of just double infringing and not really infringing?
I loved that line of troll dolls, by the way.
That happened.
Where they were like because there's like regular troll dolls, and then like in the mid 90s they were like, let's make like extreme troll dolls, because like everything kind of had
I'm
it was like,
remembering this.
what if we made troll dolls but we designed them to appeal to boys? And
you can't lost tapes this
boy did it work.
So
because this is real.
I mean,
remember,
I barely remember it.
Remember, all you need to do to be a cryptozoologist is to say you're a cryptozoologist.
It's the gray sound of life-destroying nothingness.
So you want me to just leave like
It's like a low hum.
20-second patch of silence?
Yeah,
Just crank the gain way
I guess.